Hello, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to learn how to make this wind spinner. You can hang it in your backyard or your window or even in your car. So for this you'll need yarn of your choice. I'm using 100% acrylic yarn here and I'm using two colors, but you can use different color for each rose. And you'll need a hook. I'm using a 3mm hook for this spinner. So to begin with, I'm going to take my first color and make a slip knot. If you don't know how to make a slip knot, or if you don't know how to make these basic stitches, I have a separate playlist for the same. I'll link it in the description box below. So once I've made the slip knot, I'm going to start chaining. Now you can make a chain as long as you want, but I'm making a shorter spinner for this video. But if you want a longer spinner, you can make a longer chain. So once we have a chain of desired length, we are going to cut the yarn and we are going to pull the yarn like this. Now we are going to take the same color yarn and we are again going to make a slip knot. So once we have made our slip knot, we are going to take our chain. We are going to take the chain that we just made and we are going to insert a hook in the very first chain that we made. So we are going to start making a second row in the very first chain that we made. So we are going to insert a hook in that first chain and we are going to yarn over. So we'll yarn over the hook and pull it through the chain, and we'll have two loops on our hook. We are going to yarn over and pull through both the loops. Now this is going to be our first single crochet. Now we are going to make single crochets throughout the chain as if we were already making our single crochets. So we are just going to insert a hook in the next chain. We are going to yarn over the hook and pull through the chain. Now we'll have two loops on a hook. We are going to yarn over and pull through both the loops. So as you can see, we are just making a row of single crochets. So here we are at the end of our first row and we are yet to make some last couple single crochet stitches. So we are going to make our last single crochet stitches now. And now we are again going to cut the yarn and we are going to pull up that loop like this. So now we have a row of single crochets and now we are going to make a row of double crochets on top of that. But we are again going to start from the first single crochet stitch that we made. Now moving on, we are going to take our second color and we are going to make a slip knot with that second color. So once we have made the slip knot with the second color, we'll move on to our row 3. So for row 3, we are going to make double crochets in those V stitches. So we are going to make 2 double crochets in each of that V stitch over there. So now we'll yarn over the hook and we are going to insert a hook in that first single crochet stitch over there, and we are going to insert a hook in both the loops. And now we are going to yarn over the hook and pull through the loop. Now we'll be left with 3 loops on a hook, and we are going to yarn over and pull through 2 loops. We'll be left with 2 loops on a hook. We are going to yarn over and pull through both the loops. So as you can see, we have started making double crochets. Now in that same stitch we are going to make another double crochet. We'll yarn over the hook, insert a hook in that same stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Now we are going to make 2 double crochets in that next single crochet stitch as well. So we're going to yarn over, insert a hook in the next stitch, yarn over, pull through. We'll be left with 3 loops on a hook, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and again yarn over, pull through the remaining 2 loops. So you can see that we have started making a row of 2 double crochets in each single crochet stitch, and this is going to be our 3rd row throughout. Now I am going to make this 3rd row, and I'll see you at the end of this row. Now we are at the end of our 3rd row, and we have those last couple stitches left. So we are going to make a double crochet in that stitch, and we are going to make 1 more double crochet in that exact same stitch. And now we are left with just 1 last single crochet, and we are going to make 2 double crochets in this stitch as well. And now as usual we are going to cut our yarn. So we'll cut our yarn, and we are going to pull that loop like this. Now our row 3 is complete, and you can see that it has already started curling. And now we are going to make our 4th and the last row. For that we are going to make a slip knot again. And again we are going to make a row of double crochets, but this time it is going to be 3 double crochets in each stitch. So now we are again going to yarn over our hook, and we are going to insert a hook in our 1st stitch. So we'll insert a hook in the 1st double crochet, and we are going to again yarn over the hook. Can tangle sometimes. So we're going to yarn over the hook, and we are going to pull through the stitch. Now we'll be left with 3 loops on a hook. We are going to yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and we'll yarn over, pull through the remaining 2 loops. So this is our 1st double crochet, and we are going to make double crochets as usual. Now we'll yarn over the hook, insert a hook in the same loop, yarn over, pull through. We'll be left with 3 loops on a hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. We'll again make 1 more double crochet in that same stitch. So as I told you, we are going to make 3 double crochets in each stitch now. Now we'll again make 3 double crochets in the next stitch. So this is going to curl our project more, and this is the last row of our project. So once we are done with this row, our wind spinner is going to be ready. So this is our fourth row, and basically it is all double crochets as well, 3 double crochets in each stitch. Just going to make these double crochets, and I'll see you at the end of this row. So now here we are at the end of our fourth row, and we are going to make 3 double crochets in each of the 2 stitches left. So we'll just make our double crochets, and as I have mentioned this earlier, that you can use a different color for this fourth row as well, but I have chosen the same color, so I'm using the same color for the third and the fourth row, but you can always go with a different color. And 2 more double crochets right there in our last stitch. So we are making this last double crochet, and now we are again going to cut our yarn and we are going to pull that loop again. Now I'm just going to sew in all the ends, and I'll see you once I'm done. Once we have sewn in all the ends, our spinner is going to somewhat look like this. And now we are going to set it properly. So we are going to place the yarn, we are going to place the spirals on top of one another like that. We're going to make circles, and we have to make sure that we are not making smaller circles over here. So we're going to set it like this. So if you make a smaller circle, then your spinner is not going to set properly. So you have to very carefully just adjust the whole project like that. So once we are done setting the spirals, it should somewhat look like this. So here, as you can see, we'll have a bunch of these nice and round circles, and now our spinner is set. Once set, it should somewhat look like this. Now we're going to take a little piece of yarn and we're going to attach it to the top of our spinner. So we are going to take a piece of yarn and we are going to fold it into half. And now we are going to insert a hook in that topmost stitch of our spinner over there, like this. And we are going to grab that piece of yarn that we have cut and we are going to pull through. Now we are going to make a slip stitch over there. So we are going to yarn over the hook, we are going to take both the strands and we are going to pull through that loop, and we have attached a string to our spinner so that we can hang our spinner anywhere. And our wind spinner is ready. Thanks for watching my video. If you do like my video, please give it a thumbs up and do subscribe to my channel for more such videos. Happy crocheting!